Hello everyone, welcome to another series of today's GK. Let's begin with previous day practice question. Question was, recently the word Hayya card was in the news. It is related to which of the following countries? Tajikistan, Qatar, Saudi Arabia or Turkey? The correct answer is option B, Qatar. FIFA Football World Cup 2022 will take place in Qatar. Note that during the tournament, Qatar won't be issuing normal visas and those coming for the matches must have a Qatari issued Hayya card. The card verifies you have housing for the time you are in the country and will travel in just for the match you are watching. The Hayya card also is required for entry into stadiums. Hence, option B is correct. Now let's begin today's session. First question is, in the context of Indian defense capabilities, recently Maritime Partnership exercise was conducted between India and which of the following countries? Japan, Australia, USA or Thailand? The correct answer is option B, Australia. A maritime partnership exercise involving Royal Australian Navy or RAN ships HMAS Adelaide and HMAS Anzac and Indian Navy ships Jalashwa and Kavratti along with their embarked helicopters was held in the Bay of Bengal recently. Hence, option B is correct. The exercises included tactical maneuvers, helicopter landings and amphibious operations which signified the high degree of interoperability between Indian Navy and RAN. This was part of Australia's Indo-Pacific Endeavour 2022, that is IPE22. The Australian Defence Forces were hosted by the Eastern Naval Command. Next question is, the IUCN Red List status of Amur Falcon is critically endangered, endangered, vulnerable or least concern. The correct answer is option D, least concern. Nagaland is undertaking the first avian documentation exercise to go beyond Amur falcons, the migratory raptor that put the state on the world birding map. Amur falcons breed in southeast Russia and northern China. They migrate west through northeast India and across the Arabian Sea to southern Africa. They feed on dragonflies that follow a similar migration path over Arabian Sea. They also complete 22,000 kilometer journey, that is longest sea crossing of any raptor. Their IUCN status is least concern. Hence, option D is correct. Next question is, recently the term Mengtian was in the news. It is related to migratory bird, iron ore mine, volcanic eruption or space station module. The correct answer is option D, space station module. Recently, China launched Mengtian, the third and final module for its Tiangong space station. Mengtian, which means dreaming of the heavens, docked at a forward port at Tiangong. A similar procedure was conducted with the Ventian module in late September, moving the module to Tiangong's starboard docking port. This means the China National Space Administration has now completed the construction of its T-shaped Tiangong orbital outpost, which consists of the Tianhe core module and Ventian and Mengtian experiment modules. Hence, option D is correct. Next question is, which of the following is not correct about the Ghaem 100 rocket? It is launched by UAE. It is designed to carry satellites of up to 80 kilograms. It is a 3-stage solid fuel launcher, or it can place satellites into orbits of about 500 kilometers above Earth. The correct answer is option A. It is launched by UAE. Recently, Ghaem 100 rocket is launched by Iran's Revolutionary Guard. Hence, option A is correct. It is designed to carry satellites of up to 80 kilograms. It is a 3-stage solid fuel launcher. It can place satellites into orbits of about 500 kilometers above Earth. The test flight follows the launch of an Iranian military spy satellite by Russia in August of this year, the first flight of the country's Zoljanah suborbital rocket in 2021, and the country's first homegrown launch of a military satellite in 2020 on a 𝐾𝐶 rocket. Next question is, with reference to the Indian Constitution, consider the following statements regarding the abolition of untouchability. 1. Article 18 abolishes untouchability and forbids its practice in any form. 2. The term untouchability has not been defined in the Constitution. Which of the above given statement or statements is or are correct? 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, or neither 1 nor 2. The correct answer is option B, 2 only. Article 17 abolishes untouchability and forbids its practice in any form. Hence, statement 1 is not correct. The enforcement of any disability arising out of untouchability shall be an offence punishable in accordance with law. In 1976, the Untouchability Offences Act 1955 has been comprehensively amended and renamed as the Protection of Civil Rights Act 1955 to enlarge the scope and make penal provisions more stringent. The Act defines civil right as any right accruing to a person by reason of the abolition of untouchability by Article 17 of the Constitution. The term untouchability has not been defined either in the Constitution or in the Act. Hence, statement 2 is correct. Therefore, option B is correct. The Supreme Court held that the right under Article 17 is available against private individuals, and it is the constitutional obligation of the state to take necessary action to ensure that this right is not violated. Next question is, the 8th schedule of the Constitution of India is related to which of the following ones? Division of power, official languages, judicial review, or seats in Rajya Sabha. The correct answer is option B, official languages. At present, that is 2019, the 8th schedule of the Constitution specifies 22 languages, originally 14 languages. Konkani, Manipuri and Nepali were added by the 71st Amendment Act of 1992, and Bodo, Dongri, Maithili and Santhali were added by the 92nd Amendment Act of 2003. Hence, option B is correct. In terms of the Constitution provisions, there are two objectives behind the specification of the above regional languages in the 8th schedule. The members of these languages are to be given representation in the Official Language Commission, and the forms, style and expression of these languages are to be used for the enrichment of the Hindi language. Next question is, which of the following best describes the Mosquirix and Matrix M? Viral diseases, tools in quantum computing, malaria vaccines, or lunar satellites? The correct answer is option C, malaria vaccines. WHO approval in October 2021 for RTS-S/AS01 Mosquirix developed by GlaxoSmithKline for immunizing children was a major milestone. In September 2021, another malaria vaccine R21/Matrix M developed by the University of Oxford in the UK demonstrated an efficacy of 77% in phase 1 and 2 trials among 450 children in Burkina Faso. Hence, option C is correct. Both are similar in that they both contain the same part of a major protein that is found on the surface of the liver stage parasite called sporozoite. Both also contain hepatitis B virus surface antigen, that is HBsAg, a protein that has an ability to self-assemble and that helps as the formation of virus-like particles of the CSP antigen fused with it. The important difference between the two vaccines is in the amount of the HBsAg. Hepatitis B surface antigen, that is HBsAg, is the first marker of HBV detectable in serum in acute infection. Next question is, the tradition of celebrating Pravasi Bharatiya Divas, that is PBD, on 9th January was started to commemorate return of Gandhiji from South Africa, birthday of Swami Vivekanand, former PM Nehru's objective resolution speech, or merger of princely states by Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. The correct answer is option A, return of Gandhiji from South Africa. Guyana's president will be the chief guest of the 17th Pravasi Bharatiya Divas in Indore. 9 January commemorates the return of Mahatma Gandhi from South Africa to India in 1915. To mark this day, the tradition of celebrating Pravasi Bharatiya Divas or PBD started in 2003. Hence, option A is correct. Since 2015, under a revised format, the PBD convention has been organized once every 2 years. The 17th PBD convention will be held from 8 to 10 January 2023 in Indore, Madhya Pradesh. The theme of the 17th PBD is Diaspora Reliable Partners for India's Progress in Amrit Kaal. Next question is, in the context of fairs and festivals of India, Matsya Utsav is related to which of the following states? Odisha, Andhra Pradesh, Rajasthan or Kerala? The correct answer is option C, Rajasthan. Matsya Utsav in Alwar, Rajasthan is celebrated to promote and encourage local art, culture, heritage, folk music and dances of this region. The events include heritage walk, cycling event, adventure activities, boat race, eco-trekking, sand art, henna competition and cultural performances. The myriad activities engage not only tourists but also the local participants. Hence, option C is correct. Last question is, in the context of Indian arts and culture, Tippani is referred to folk dance, folk music, puppetry or martial art. The correct answer is option A, folk dance. Tippani is one of the most famous dances of Saurashtra. Performed by women on occasions like festivals and weddings, the dance involves performers hitting the floor with wooden rod which sometimes has an iron tip. The performance is well supported by instruments such as manjeera, tabla, zanz, dhol and shehnai. Hence, option A is correct. Now it's time for the practice question. Which of the following is correct about the Indo-Pacific Endeavour or IPE? It is one of Australia's key regional engagement activities. It began in 2022. Its main aim is to find out the reserves of natural gases, or it is a biennial activity. Send the answer of this question in the comment section. Stay tuned for the next episode. Thanks for watching.